this bar is pretty empty. Ah, at last, a little Irish courage.
This label is hollow. I could slip something inside.
Marcos's false police ID will fit nicely under the label. What a great hiding place. Inspector Vandal came bursting into my room like a pit bull moving in for the kill. He tracked me down, and all he needed to pin Marcos's murder on me was some incriminating evidence. There was no way out. The police sketch was obviously of me, and the inspector sure didn't like meddling journalists. He searched me as roughly as possible, and, liking the idea of putting me away for 30 years, grabbed anything he found lying around. Some time, but what was coming next? Furious that he hadn't found any evidence on me, but convinced I was guilty as hell, Vandal decided to stop being so nice. It didn't take me long to figure out that he was going to kill me if I didn't find a simple but foolproof way out of this. If I go in there, I'm a dead man.
That's a brand new cover.
I was gonna have to play by their rules. This crooked cop sure wasn't gonna lose any sleep over killing me. One thing was clear though. Someone high up with influence over the police wanted me out of the way. It had to be Kevork, the third man in the elite, and I had to find out who he was fast.
Oh no! There's an undercover cop questioning Max's friend, Freddy. This is this morning's mail. That gives me an excuse to go into the office without making the cop suspicious. The water's evaporated. There's nothing left in the coffee machine. Max's message is now hidden in the mail. can't go into the office if Freddy doesn't know Max sent me. Finally, I'm here. I've got to get Max's photos before the cop finds them.
Ada calmly handed Freddy the mail where she'd hid my message. The inspector glanced at the pile just to check that all the envelopes were sealed, then turned his attention on my gorgeous accomplice's every move. She sure knew how to turn that sleazeball on. This gave Freddy all the time he needed to find my message. He pointed out a green file to Ada in which my developed photos were hidden. All she had to do now was get them out of the office. Moving fast while the inspector's attention was distracted by Ada's plunging neckline as she picked up the paperclip she'd spilled, Freddy boldly slipped the contents of the green file into the pocket of the inspector's raincoat. Freddy asked Ada to go make some coffee. He figured out how Ada could get the photos out of the inspector's raincoat. This gave Ada an excuse to leave the office. In a flash of inspiration, Ada spilled some coffee on Inspector Van Dale's raincoat. The very thought of it makes me shudder. Ada pretended to take the raincoat out of the office to clean it. She took the photos and stole a visiting card and some of the caramels the cop loved so much. We had both come up against Inspector Van Dale and had managed to outsmart her. This time, though, Ada outdid herself. She had that sleazeball Van Dale sewed up in no time. I had to take my hat off to her. I was happy as a pig in slop. I finally got hold of the photos everyone seemed so eager to get their hands on. Now all we had to do was to get the microfilm the mysterious Dr. Dramish had probably taken from the two corpses. At this very moment, in fact, Dramish was attending Marcos' funeral. I set out to stall a doc while Ada searched the private lab.